Hi, I'm Sara Lobkovich. I'm an OKR coach and career fulfillment focused executive coach. And I help people and organizations create and achieve high impact goals. Whether you're a status quo challenging trailblazer, a leader or aspiring leader of big change, or an organization hungry for increased results and higher employee engagement and satisfaction scores while you're at it. In other words, if you're a Thinkydoer or a revolutionary leader, we've got something to talk about. So let's dive in with today's episode short. I have been deep in the hole that is book drafting and revising. And it doesn't feel like it all the time, but I am making really big progress. So more on that in a minute. But there is so much happening around here right now. I wanted to pop online today to just give you an update on the next 2 weeks because I hate to break it to you, but this is quarterly reset time. Now is the time to be looking at your Q1 performance so that you can look ahead to what you want your Q2 to become. Now, this is a speed round, so links for everything I mentioned are in the show notes, which you can find at thinkydoers.com. First up, this is short notice, but this Thursday, March 14th at 9 a.m. Pacific, I'm hosting a LinkedIn Live to help you get ready for Q2. If the technology gods smile on me, it'll also be live on Instagram, but LinkedIn is for sure. So this is a 30-minute working webinar where I'll share my approach to a quarterly retrospective. As you might imagine, it's creative, it's generative, it is not your standard start, stop, continue. We'll look back at the last quarter to see what you've learned, and then you're ready to look forward to create your goals for the next goal cycle. So don't miss this free chance to increase your impact and enthusiasm as you get ready for Q2. I am currently planning to do a repeat at 9 a.m. on Friday morning, hopefully on YouTube Live and LinkedIn. So if you missed Thursday's event, follow me on LinkedIn. You can find me at my name, Sara Lobkovich. I'm the only one. And you'll see updates about the Friday plan there once we lock it down. Okay, next up. By request, I am launching a hybrid format version of my popular No BS OKRs workshop, which was previously only available live. The original live course was designed for participants to start with a blank sheet of paper and finish the week with a complete set of OKRs. This hybrid course works exactly the same way. You can join the course anytime to participate fully asynchronously and self-paced on your own schedule, take all the time you want. Or a few times a year, there will be cohorts at key times, like right now for the Q1, Q2 reset window, with live sessions scheduled to make sure you get the learning and support you need to get those OKRs written in a week. There is also a VIP option available if you want one-on-one feedback, support, and an hour of coaching directly with me. The original live course cost $500. And this hybrid version, which you get access to forever, is only $297. That gives you access not only to the workshop itself forever, so you can come back to it whenever you need a refresh, but also to a bunch of bonuses, including a free copy of the upcoming No BS OKRs workbook on its launch day before anybody else. Because of that asynchronous and choose your own adventure format, I'm also providing way more information in this course about implementing and achieving OKRs. You don't have to look at all of it. You can pick and choose what's relevant to you. You can skip the parts that aren't. There's a really short, clearly identified core content path that you can complete for just the basics. And then there are a bunch of optional resources to help you with further learning if you want to dive deeper. So for the launch of the new course, the first live session is on Tuesday, March 19th at 9 a.m. Pacific. And there is some pre-work to complete before that first live session. So sign up as soon as possible. Also, the exercise we're doing in this week's LinkedIn Lives is part of the pre-work. So you can get a head start by joining me on Thursday or Friday morning also. And if you're listening to this after the cohort's live sessions kicked off already, you can still join. The asynchronous self-paced version is open for registration at any time. So if you're with an organization that would like to offer this workshop at scale as learning and development, ping me, since we can make that happen at a much lower price per participant with our separate corporate learning management system and even set up a cohort just for your organization. Okay, so we've covered the lives, We've talked about the No BS OKRs launch, a couple other quick mentions. The long-awaited Evolutionary OKRs Playbook has become 2 books. The first one is the No BS OKRs Workbook. It's a 50-page, 8.5 by 11-inch workbook download that has all the essential objectives and key results basics in it to help you get started creating and working with OKRs. And it also has some of my most valuable cheat sheets that even experienced OKR practitioners will find helpful for increasing efficiency and impact. I'm really excited to share that the workbook will be in the hands of our pre-launch readers on or around March 20th, with a general availability release for the PDF download shortly thereafter, in time for creating your Q2 OKRs. And if you just can't wait, there's an excerpt available now. I got a little cheeky last week and made a guide called WTFR OKRs with a 10-page excerpt from the workbook. Last I checked, you could actually search online for WTFR OKRs and it'd pop right up. The feedback on this guide has been amazing. People are loving it. And you can download that guide at findrc.co/WTFOKRs. Then the second book that the Evolutionary OKRs Playbook has split off into is the No BS OKRs Playbook. We call that one the Big Book. It's the full-length book with more topics covered than the workbook, since the workbook only covers the basics. So the playbook has deeper explanations and much more information about dealing with the difficult parts of OKRs. The playbook, the Big Book, is currently scheduled for release in September, in time for your year-end resets and your preparation for 2025. You can hear about both books' progress and availability by dropping your email address at findrc.co/EVOKRPB. It's a terrible URL. I'll just put it in the show notes. A couple other quick things. I am looking for guests to join me here on Thinkydoers to talk about topics that cluster around the work I do with objectives and key results and career fulfillment. Think cognition, motivation science, workplace behavior, neurodivergence at work, our brains at work, basically anything that helps people who are wired for change or just wired differently create higher impact, more fulfilling careers. If you might like to join me here on Thinkydoers, I would love to hear from you. And if you're a podcast host looking for guests, I'd love to hear from you too. Okay, the next Thinkydoers episode will be more substantive, I promise. But we'll just call it good enough for today. So thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you on Thursday or Friday of this week for the free live quarterly reset support webinars I'm hosting. And then next week in the live sessions for No BS OKRs. Thank you for tuning in today. And even though this was a short episode, your feedback matters. Shoot me an email with your questions or thoughts at hello@redcurrentco.com. Links to everything I just mentioned are available in the show notes on thinkydoers.com. You can learn more about No BS OKRs at redcurrentco.com. And once I get through this quarterly reset cycle, we're going to have some really exciting news for individuals looking to increase their career fulfillment over at thinkydoers.com. I really appreciate your help getting the word out about this podcast and my No BS OKRs program. So let's keep the conversation going. I'll see you next time.